Colorado. People come here for the 4th of July and ignore or don't pay serious attention to our fire bans. They set up campfires, set off fireworks, etc. I know people think our main weather is snow, rain, or something different one day to the next, but it's not. It's dry, there are high winds, and we deal with fire and smoke and haze and pollution. Fireworks, I don't think they should just be set off anywhere. They're actually really dangerous, I think, if you set them off like in the right place. Like, I don't think just anyone can do that, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, apart from like pollution and stuff, I just feel like that's a major hazard. Some of our friends who managed tours to Mexico were sued by a guy who willingly took a room at an oceanside condo because he couldn't sleep due to the noise of the ocean waves. The judge threw it out because the guy had been doing this repeatedly to obtain free vacations. Wow. Oh my gosh. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually... There's a line between stupid and genius. And I feel like this guy really toes that line, because if it worked, maybe it worked. But eventually everyone caught on, and obviously he was not allowed to do that anymore. Oh my god, how silly. The noise of the ocean? Yeah, like that's something that anyone can control. Oh my god, people will try anything to get stuff for free. I live in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. There are several incidents of tourists feeding and petting the wild horses on the 4x4 beaches. Did I say that right? Feeding wild horses is strictly forbidden. The horses can die if you feed them apples. I did not know that. So obviously wild horses have like a wildly different diet to tame horses, I guess. But who knew they could die if you feed them apples? I mean, that is definitely not common knowledge, but I could see why that would be a real issue. When you think of a horse, you just think of giving it an apple. I mean, I'm not with the tourists on this one, but maybe there should be some signage about that, I guess. My husband and I were at a resort and a woman outside was furious that one of the workers only spoke Spanish. In the Dominican Republic. Oh my god, I know where this is going already. She was trying to barge into the restaurant in a soaking wet bathing suit to get crackers for her bratty child who wouldn't stop screaming. She was livid that you spent thousands of dollars and the staff can't even speak the language. Come on, Karen, you're the one who doesn't speak the language. Yes, come on, Karen. Oh my gosh, just imagine the entitlement of going every single place in the world and expecting English to be spoken. That's just ridiculous. I mean, think about where you are. It's the Dominican Republic. I mean, it's crazy. Just the way people move around the world baffles me. I live where Hometown on HGTV is filmed. The amount of people who find the houses that are on the show just to walk up to their porches, doors, windows is unreal. This is not Disney. People actually live in these homes. And if you're looking into the windows, it's creepy. Not to mention it's trespassing. I'm glad the small town is being revived, but tourists have zero respect for people who call it home. Oh man, that would be really tough though to live there. I mean, just to have those tourists constantly coming to mess around with your house. Again, there needs to be some major signs. There probably already is, but I mean there probably is, but people ignore signs all the time.
Wait, so maybe I am drunk. Am I?
Yes, we just have to sell
what?
here.
Why were they keeping it? Okay? They removed me from the casino because I'm too drunk. Oh.
The man went into the 5th dimension. The shirt really adds to whatever is going on here, to be quite honest. Like, that's quite the shirt. Also, he got kicked out of a casino. Gambling is bad. It all, intertwines with each other. It's all related.
I knew you were trouble as soon as I saw you.
What the?
What?
Okay. I mean, I failed to see how there's a Karen here.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
You know, like, am I wrong?
Standing behind a plane make you a Karen? I don't know. I don't know what the criteria for a Karen
Maybe the plane is the Karen here.
Maybe. I mean, it was blowing people away. But
I will say though, like, that would be kind of cool. Like, I wouldn't want all the like, I'd probably have to wear a mask actually, so I don't get a bunch of dust like in my face. But like, that thing looked like it was blowing, man.
Oh yeah. But like, why? Why are you standing behind flying the plane?
I don't know, you know, just like, cause.
What if I put that thing in reverse?
You know? Oh man, don't even, wow.
That's some Final Destination energy.
Yo, if it went in reverse, would you get sucked towards it?
I don't know.
I don't understand physics.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's physics. And
Don't understand it.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, don't get it.
Science?
What? Okay, compilation of Nightmare on a Plane. Ew, what the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the first thing? What is that? Do you know what that is, Chris?
It looks like a foot soaker maybe. And then all the chips and
Yeah,
and then
crumbs.
that guy's just in underwear, it looks like.
That guy's just whole leg is out. And he's also standing on the chair, which I'll never know what's going on there.
I guess someone else put the jacket over someone else's.
Just rude. People are just rude. Just stuff it up like this and put it under the chair in front of you. That's what I always do. Or I use it as a blanket, because you know me, I'm always asleep.
Got dogs out.
That's so funny. Aw, why did they always, like, it's always the dogs that are working that look so cute when you can't pet them, but you want to, but they're working. Love little dogs, little working dogs. It's so cute. This is hilarious. I mean, I bet some of those people were running just because other people were running and they just felt like they were supposed to do that, but not all of them. That's definitely for sure. That's so scary. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. That was like a real life horror movie. Ooh, I did not like that. Ew, what a creep.
Your dog is pooping all over you.
Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see if he's pooping. How are you, Kiko boy?
It's COVID. You need to keep distance from me.
No, you need to keep distance from me. You're on my island.
No.
Yeah, you guys are here. Yeah. This is our
I'm
place.
sorry, buddy.
You guys are visiting us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You guys are visiting us. Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Don't push it.
What you gonna do?
You understand me?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Get out of here. Don't be another body.
Whoa, yeah, we escalated on that one.
That went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, you know, I hate these days, man, that it's like COVID is now being used as an excuse to like get away from me.
Right?
You know, you're just like, you gotta take your dog away and like don't have him crap here because COVID.
Like, that's not an argument.
That's not,
a thing. And this
thing.
guy just coming out of the corner of the shot, like, you just stop it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
just simmer down, drink some water.
My dude made like a late entrance there and
Yeah.
like he stole the show.
He missed his cue and was like, nah, I need to redeem myself.
Yes, we're coming in with full energy.
I work at a brewery tap room and take people on brewery tours. During fermentation, CO2 is produced and excess comes out through a runoff pipe and into a water bucket. One of the attendees, who was being a pain and trying to be funny but nobody was laughing, asked me what the pipe was for, so I gladly explained. He then asked what would happen if he breathed it in. In disbelief of his stupidity, I told him he would pass out and damage his brain. He then proceeded to grab the pipe and take a breath. Oh, these people are stupid. He was then ejected and barred. Some people are just beyond belief. I can't believe that though. Guys, was this stupid or was this really brave? Because like, I mean, he just got told that it's going to damage his brain and he does it anyway in front of like a whole tour group, I guess. What? Like, what is going on through his head?
What is going on?
Clearly not much if he does things like this, but oh my god. Crazy. Someone stopped their car in the middle of the road in Yellowstone National Park in order to jump out, run to the side of the road and attempt to take a picture of a deer. First, it's a wild animal living its life, leave it alone. Second, the person blocked all the traffic behind them. And third, since it's a wild animal, it ran away as soon as the person got even remotely close to it, meaning they didn't even get their photo anyway. Yeah. Also, here's what I'm not seeing. Like, isn't Yellowstone a giant volcano? I don't think it's a good idea to just like run around wherever, right? I'm not sure if it's active, but it's... No, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a park. Please let me know if Yellowstone is a volcano or not. But even still, that's silly.
Ew, look how many she has. Really? Why? Listen, I don't eat seafood. I'll throw up if I smell it, to be honest. So I'm not gonna fight over shrimp, but why? Why do you need that much? And why is it so like, everyone wants the shrimp? Like, do you not have enough? I feel like they need a system. You can't do buffet style when shrimp is this poppin', okay? You gotta hand it out. You know, you gotta divvy it up.
I need you to put the mask on.
Yeah, while I'm drinking.
Well, put it down. You almost finished it.
Yeah. What do you mean? So I'm not allowed to finish my drink?
Well, you are
No, you
allowed
are.
to finish whatever you bought. But I need you to put your mask on. Well, I told you can drink like
Well,
this.
tell everyone else to drink like this.
Okay.
If you tell everyone else to drink like this,
So stupid though.
Alright, everybody's putting their mask on, so put your fucking mask on.
when I finish drinking, I'll put on a mask.
And you should stop shaking your hand because it makes you look like a
Ew. Who is this person?
You wouldn't be so brave in my country.
Well, I went to LA for school when I was 16, and I almost got a fight with a Russian.
Oh, that's fine.
This. Who is this person though? I thought this person worked there. No, just a bored customer apparently. First of all, you can, if you are sitting at a table with a drink, you don't have to have your mask on over here anyway. You don't have to have it on and be like pulling it down. If you have a drink in your hand, you are allowed to have your mask off. Sir, I would tell him, if you are so bothered by the way I'm drinking this, you can leave. What a fool. I can't believe that.
Your dog is pooping all over you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Let's see if he's pooping. How you Kiko boy?
COVID, sir, it's COVID. You need to keep distance from me.
No, you need to keep distance from me. You're on my island.
No.
Yeah, you guys are here. Yeah. This is our
I'm
place.
sorry,
Yeah.
buddy.
You guys are visiting us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You guys are visiting us. Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Don't push it.
What you gonna do?
You understand me?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Get out of here.
What? Oh, that is not a place you want to drop your phone. Oh no, that's a that would be the line for me, y'all. I would throw hands if someone knocked that out of my hand onto those rocks. Yikes.
Mind your own f***ing business. What, you're gonna hit me, bro? No, I'm not. I'll put my hands on my f***ing pocket, cuz. What's up? Mind your own f***ing business, dog. Eat your f***ing food, dog. Sit down.
We will.
Eat your f***ing food.
We will.
Who cares, bro? This is Hawaii. We do whatever the f*** we want out here. You got something against that, dog?
No, we're
Go
eating.
back to your
We don't
then
have any
eat.
problem.
Eat. Put your f***ing phone down before I'll break your f***ing phone.
Okay.
Yeah. I dare you to try to be a hero again. I dare you. I f***ing dare you to be a hero.
Man, people are crazy. Like, they were just at their bench. They're just there with their nice little spread. This guy's coming up to their bench to yell at them, to tell them to eat and mind their own business. I'm like, sir, last time I checked, we were eating at this bench. What does it look like? Man, he just really is going on a tangent about nothing, I don't think.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
ow. Wouldn't that be like, ow.
What the?
Oh my god.
What compelled you to do that?
Why, man? Why?
What broke in your cerebellum to think that was a good idea?
That's just pure stupidity, dude. Actually though, like what was the prior moment here? Like, did he stop the group and was like, hey guys, like, you know, like how did this manifest? Alcohol? Like, that's the
Maybe.
only logical solution to me. And even that's just stupid.
He woke up and chose violence.
Guess so.
Oh, it's just completely trashed with no one there. Nice. Man, people are so disrespectful. It is crazy. It's like so easy to clean up after yourself. Like, it's really not that hard to just take your stuff with ya. Just throw it out. There's garbages everywhere. Take it home. Like, just bring a one of those big garbage bags. Just bring it with you, put everything in there, throw it on your way back to the car or wherever. It's so simple. Like, there's only so many beaches in the world, man. Like, also, imagine having like a real beach, like on the ocean. You know, I'm Canadian. There's not a lot of those here. I'll tell you that for sure. In my home province, the beaches around there, they're like obviously like lake beaches. And if you go in the water, you have to shower after or else you'll get what's called the itch. Okay, so I'm just saying you could either have the itch or you could just clean up your trash. Think of the turtles.
What? What? Idiot!
What the heck? Imagine like getting a tan and then you gotta dodge a horse. What? That was everything about that was the most chaotic, but also at the same time the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, that water is so gorgeous, that sand, but then it's just absolute chaos. The last thing I was expecting was to see a horse galloping away. That's so funny. Wow, what a fever dream. A Karen at a resort. Oh, she's turning up. Like, does she not like the music? Is it too loud for her? No, she's just drunk. I'm like trying to figure out what her issue could be, and I'm like, no, there's no issue. She's just a Karen who drank too much. Like, man, I don't even know what to make of this one. Like, I mean, she's clearly having a good time, okay? I just don't get how you can be angry on vacation. I wanna go on a vacation so badly. When was the last vacation you went on? Where did you go? Or, okay, double whammy. You don't have to answer that one if you don't want to, but you can choose to tell me what's your favorite vacation you've ever taken. Maybe I'm gonna go on vacay soon. I need recommendations. Where should me and Taylor go?
Whoa! Excuse me!
That Karen is so brave to go into a group of college-aged kids. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, young people are absolutely ruthless. Like, I'm afraid of Gen Z, to be completely honest with you. Like, I would not dare. Like, that is, you're just waiting to get absolutely roasted, you know? Like, that's really what that is. Yeah, no, wouldn't do it, do not recommend, and I mean, think that's exactly what happened. I couldn't really discern anything that anyone was saying, not even the Karen, but yeah, I'm sure she got absolutely ridiculed.
Boom. Roasted.
Upon entering this group of freshmen. Looks like they're freshmen. They all looked so young. Like, they're just letting anyone into college nowadays, eh?
Stay there! Stay there! Yeah. Sit down. You do not ski into the back of people. Can I see your pass, please? Nigel, it is the first rule on the mountain. You have to ski in control, okay?
I mean, okay, I don't know if she's just like a random lady who's skiing or if she's like, I don't know, somebody who like works there.
It's for your safety and for everybody else's around you. Do you understand? Okay? It's not a game. Skiing is a really serious thing. This is like a highway, okay? You have to be careful of everybody around about you.
If she's not somebody who works there, maybe she like crossed the line a little bit. But I do feel like in the end, she was just being direct and stern and straightforward. But I don't know if I would call that like Karen behavior. I mean, it was pretty like, she made sense. She, I don't know, wasn't being like over the top with it. She wasn't screaming and stamping her feet and, you know, cursing. So listen, the jury's out on whether this is a true Karen or not. Maybe we just saw somebody who's like, you know, protective influence was coming out. You know what I mean? Oh, it's really just the most real thing in the world. Just all the time. And then they just yell at you and you're like, no, that's an insanely unreasonable request. They're like, what do you mean? Karen's really just sometimes like, there are Karens who come into the restaurant and they just think that they own it. I swear to God. I don't know. You guys, service industry people, you get me. You feel me. We're on the same.
A friend of mine does tours of whiskey museums in Dublin. Someone took in one of the exhibition rooms. Oh my God. Someone took in one of the exhibition rooms. Okay, ew. Like, ew, that's so gross. I mean, how do you even get away with that? Out of curiosity. That's really gross. Was on a tour of a small cave system somewhere in West Texas. It was really beautiful, and right after the guide told us how long it took for the stalagmites and stalactites to form, she turned around to move on, and some guy leans way over and snaps off a small one and shoved it in his pocket. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to do that. I was so surprised, I just stared at him and he smiled and winked at me like we had really gotten away with something and I was a co-conspirator. That's so funny, but also I feel like I wouldn't be able to tell on him after he like winked at me, because it means like we're in on it together, you know? And if you say something, you're breaking that code word you're breaking that code, that cave code, you know what I mean? So that's really funny, but we shouldn't be doing that unless they grow back. No, because it takes them a really long time to form. I'm thinking of icicles, you guys. Okay, yo, stalagmites and stalactites take like years and years to form. So that is like defacing a cave. So please don't do that.
Where have you all come from? Yeah, come from various parts of the... You've come over on a ship, a boat, have you, over the channel?
That's rude.
How come you're staying here in Barrow in Furness?
So we have come from London.
We've had enough of migrants coming into our town, into our country, who follow us. We don't want
people
you.
Are so
you're not our religion, you're nothing.
Rude.
You've got different beliefs to us. You're Muslims and everything else. We don't
That's
want
an
you.
assumption.
Who's putting these up? Can you ask me? How come all these are living in here? Look at them all. Look, there's some down there. Who's paying for these stopping here? I know it's not a hotel. It's a hotel for migrants. We've got homeless people in our town, and these are coming here, living here for nothing.
I can't. I have seen it all, y'all. It just gets worse. Like, he's really mad that these people are staying in a hotel because they've traveled there. Dude, I don't know. Even if you had the time, I still don't know why you spend it doing this. Making a fool out of yourself.
I'm gonna call the police. Do it? Yeah, you wanna see me do it? You know, open the door. Yeah. I don't want to go to New York!
This lady doesn't want to go to New York.
I swear to God, I don't want to go to New York. You know it.
But I feel like she's on a bus that's going to New York, so I'm a little confused. I'm confused, but she's upset, and really, what else is there to know?
Coming over, guys. You have to pay. Eventually, plastic glass. With your plastic glass, but take it over.
What in the world? Like, she's holding a drink and just yelling, like...
Chuck it over.
No, bro, so funny.
You tell them that. Don't eat their food. Don't eat their food. Put your camera down.
I just don't understand. If you don't want to be there, then just leave. You don't have to yell at anybody. You don't have to say, nobody eat here, because clearly people are going to continue to eat there, because they want the food, they want this service.
And I'm just sitting there, don't go over. Tell your customers what shit shop you are. Don't eat here. What's gonna happen?
These Karens really are out here thinking that they're influencers just on the spot, which, I mean, the audacity alone is kind of impressive. Like, imagine somebody just standing in the middle of a restaurant yelling, don't eat here. I'd probably be like, I don't know why you think, like, imagine somebody getting up and being like, okay, sure, maybe she's right. She's not right. There's no way.
It's a TV. I'm a parent.
Oh my god, the perfect response. Like, if you're angry and hostile and like whatever about crowds, I don't know why you're in downtown New York at all. Downtown New York, she calls it. That's like downtown Canada. When they call or what did they call us? Downtown? Yeah, they called us downtown Canada in Toronto. It's like, don't go to Times Square. You know what I mean? If you don't want to see tourists. Listen, everyone who lives in a place like appreciates tourists because, you know, that's great for the economy. But like tourists can be annoying. They can be in the way and looking at stuff, but that's literally what they're supposed to do. They're there to look at stuff. And who cares? It's a TV? Yeah, well, now it's gonna be a TV forever in my video.
I don't care who it is. You have no idea. You have no idea. You don't understand.
They have no idea. Just that response after, first of all, the laugh, but also just the shock of the like, oh my god, like, oh my god. What in the world? What in the world is going on that you think it's acceptable to act like that?
How dare you?
Like, listen, I don't care. People are allowed to feel their feelings and like, I'm not afraid of other people's emotions. If you're upset, and that's totally okay. But like, being upset and throwing a tantrum are not the same thing. Like, you clearly need to, you know, find a better way to manage your own emotions, because that's not like normal good behavior, you know what I mean? Also, you're definitely not gonna get whatever it is you wanted with that screaming.
I'd ask that you please, this guy. I would ask that you please stay 6 feet from me.
Stay away from this ray baiting, mother.
This guy like pulled the Uno reverse card on death.
I'd ask. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. This is a race baiting. This is a race.
At this point, you just stay away, okay? Or I'm gonna call the police. I will call the police.
Go ahead.
I like this. This guy, well, I don't like this. There's clearly an issue here, but this guy's just hammered on the beach, vibing a little too hard.
You're publicly intoxicated, that's clear. Public intoxication is a crime. It's a felony, so.
Stay away from him. Stay away from him.
What were they even doing? Why was this guy also, death in flip-flops is hilarious. I love that, but why were they on the beach? What were they doing? What were they there for?
I got a lot of questions.
Dun dun dun. Got soiled diapers, put them underneath. Ew! Ew, they just put their diapers underneath the chairs. Imagine you're just like trying to have a nice time at the pool, get your tan on, you know, all your work stresses are left at home, and then you gotta smell stinky diapers. Also, who's changing a diaper at the pool? Listen, I know parents, you know, sometimes you gotta make do with what you got going on, like, you know, but you don't have to do this. There's no scenario where you have to do this. You're just being a Okay, oh, YouTube. I like YouTube. Someone literally trashed a beach just to spam their crappy YouTube. We don't like those kinds of YouTubes. That's insane. Do you really think that somebody's gonna see that on the beach and then go subscribe? Probably not. They're gonna dislike and then leave a hateful comment. That's so stupid. No, no, just make good videos. That was just me inviting somebody to roast me, whatever. I'm like, yeah, engage. Classic. This is a classic video.
Tonight's dinner. Commitment. Word.
What year is this from? Man, this is a classic video. And it's just like the most, this is what teenagers used to do. I saw this as a kid.
Oh, he's calling his friends over. Like, it's good. Get your ass over. Explode. God. He just woke up and shit all over his head. This is awesome. Excellent, dude. Excellent, man. Excellent, excellent. Yeah.
Stuff like this when I was a kid. Oh man, oh the poor seagulls though. I'm not for doing this, but the video's good. We did it one time and we can just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that in the past.
Hi! Don't do it!
That's so rude.
Don't do it!
Ew.
Where is that?
Oh my god.
Hey, that's racist. I love Germany. Don't become racist, please. It's racist. It's racism. A lot of people watching you. They will attack you.
I do.
Be nice, Bruda. I love German people. Okay. Be nice.
Oh, bless her soul. She was so nice to the rudest person ever. Are you kidding me? What a fool. I hope he lost his job. He would have. I mean, she said there's a lot of people watching, so I think she's got some following, y'all. She's like, there's a lot of people watching right now. Enough to make you lose your job, you old fart. Oh no. Even her husband is like trying to get her to leave.
What did you say? I heard what you said.
You are so crazy.
You are so crazy. Like literally, you are so crazy. Oh my. You know what's bad when your like partner or whoever you're with is telling you to like just leave. They're embarrassed. You're embarrassing not only yourself, but the person you are with. If I had someone acting a fool with me, I'm walking away. I am going to sit down in that restaurant by myself. I don't know you. I'm not acting a fool, so I'm gonna eat my meal.
Go ahead, Karen. You're a white trash. Go ahead, Karen.
Shut up.
Go ahead, Karen.
Go
Yeah?
away. Go away.
Yeah, go make
Go
a
away,
fool of
Tom.
yourself. Go ahead.
Go away,
Make a
Tom.
fool of yourself. Continue. Continue. Continue.
What? I don't even know what is going on. I can't hear what they're quite like yelling about because the motor, I think, is making a lot of noise. But I did hear some cuss words, people telling them to shut up. So go, like, turn around. You got a drink. You're on a beach. You're in the sun. I bet these people, after being in a pandemic, regret it and been like, I should have just calmed down and enjoyed those moments because we don't get them anymore.
Brooklyn will never be a tourist attraction. This is my fucking hood. This is not somewhere for you to just come and take fucking pictures next to our shit. Never. You don't know the we've been through. Don't ever shut your white old ass up. You will never know what black people went through. For y'all to just come here and pretend. Like, look at y'all. These natural places with these stupid white who think they can be in my hood, bro. These bum ass white bitches who just come to New York for the look of it, bro. And look at her smiling. She thinks it's a joke.
Well, like, listen, I think everyone should like appreciate and understand, you know, wherever you're traveling to, but tourists are a good thing. You want tourists. They help your economy. Like it's good to have tourists, whether you like it or not, realistically. Also, I don't know why this person feels like they own Brooklyn. Like, I was a tourist in Brooklyn once and I met some of the nicest people I've ever met. As a tourist, I had a great time in Brooklyn, so.
God, they have guns. Jesus.
Go.
No, please. What? Please. Please, what?
Dang, that's crazy. They were so scared. You could tell that was like genuine, like real fear.
Please.
No, okay. Hey, no. Sí.
No para nada.
No, bro. Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna see mi madre.
You where?
Cancun. Aaron.
See
you. Logan.
But I like that the guy's like, it's okay. He's got his hand on his shoulder. They shook hands. He's like, no problem. He's like, okay, we're just making sure everything's good, all right?
What's your name?
Philip.
Philip.
No problem.
May I speak English a little?
Don't be scared. Help is on the way. Help has arrived. I don't fucking know.
You're the police for the children.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Is she just laying in the middle of what they're doing? Is she just having a tantrum? Like, we'll never really know why she just laid down in the middle of the beach, but why go to a public place and then be mad when other people show up? As a person who doesn't have kids, I'll be completely honest. Sometimes I don't want to be around kids, which no problem, no shade to anyone's kids, but like, there's a reason I don't have them. I just don't enjoy them very much at some times. But like, I would just leave. I would just remove myself from that situation because like, why can't the kids gotta blow off some energy somehow. Those parents need a break too. Guys, that's it. That's all the clips we have for today. I hope no one ruins your vacation because you deserve a nice peaceful one, okay?
Working third shift at a hotel dealing with it's like for part to wait for
I got 3
it.
complaints that you're knocking on doors. Do you have a room?
Yeah.
What's your room?
204.
204, so why are you on the 3rd floor?
I got locked up here. These doors are locked, man.
What are you talking about? You can walk right out the store.
Oh man, this is just like a terrible situation to be in.
The doors have locks on them.
Alright, come on. You gotta get off the 3rd floor.
Who said I knocked on the door? What?
Three different calls.
What were the rooms?
I'm not gonna tell you that. Get off the 3rd floor, please, before I kick you out.
Did I knock on the door?
Hey, get the out right now. Go.
I didn't knock
get
on
out.
the door.
Get the out of here. Go.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Just like the absolute worst response you could possibly have. Working at a hotel, like, there's probably some crazy stories. Hey you, if you work at a hotel, let us know what it's like. Is it fun? Is it stressful? Is it weird? Give us a little insight. I want to work at a hotel.
See? When you look around the world for Karens, they're everywhere. We haven't done a video like this because it's just like Karens, but not Karens while like traveling. Wow, they're everywhere. I thought they were just over here in Canada, the US. Those are really where I see them. They're everywhere.
No, it's business right now. No, it's not your business. I paid my fare. Okay? So not to have you on in front of my face.
Look around.
I don't give a around me. I care what's in front of me.
Oh my gosh, people are wild.
Understand that?
Oh my
I'm not
god.
here for nobody else. I'm here for me.
That's very obvious.
Yes, so you move your own place up a little bit so it's not in front of my face.
Imagine.
You're so damn rude and obnoxious.
Who's being rude or obnoxious?
You, if I don't see no place up, who the hell's going to?
Imagine getting onto an insanely packed subway. Like, clearly this subway is busy. There's arms everywhere. People are standing close to strangers. You know, if you live in a busy city, you've been on a packed subway before, for sure. Imagine getting on a busy subway and being mad that somebody's, well, you're leaning up against that little panel that they have there, comfy, cozy, being mad that somebody needs to hold on to the support pole. What do you think they're there for, Karen? Also, if you don't want it, then move away from right beside the support pole if you don't want somebody to hold it in front of your face. Also, yeah, rude and obnoxious. And then he was like, well, I know someone who is. Ugh, these Karens, even on the subway, man. Oh my, that was quick but effective.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh, I love when people team up together for the greater good. Like, everyone just shaming her out of a restaurant is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I love that. And she's still trying to fight back, but it did not work. We've all voted. We took a vote and it's not you.
Stole something from someone.
Oh, that's
that
what
was
they
so
that's what they
fearful.
taught you in history,
Yes,
huh?
we fought over
That's what they
a
taught you in
fight.
history,
I
huh?
said I'm entertaining for all you people.
Well, you're still here, right?
I live here.
You're the
You
life
don't
of
live
the.
here.
You're the life
I don't
of the
care.
party.
You don't live here.
I don't care, babe.
We came
You're
here,
vacationing.
except we're getting paid to be on vacation. What's up?
I wonder now how you know they're not vacationing.
Because you talk about
Alright,
things
alright.
about
Just talk to
America.
yourself,
You
alright?
talk
I have so many questions. I need to know more about the context of this one, really, because whose backyard is this? Why they're there vacationing? They're getting paid to vacation? What's that about? How do I cash in on that deal? I'm wondering. You know what I mean? I got a lot of questions about the context of this one, so if you guys could let me know, I'd really appreciate it.
Look at this person. Ew. Oh, how? I don't know how he is doing that. You know what? Good on him, because there's no way. And you know what's really annoying? And I'll say it as a female. If roles were reversed and that was a female security and there was a guy this close yelling in her face, it would never fly. No one would sit there casually filming it. It would not be but anyways, this guy handled it like a freaking champ, and you know what? It worked. You weren't bothered, so she gave up and she walked away.
Shut up!
Okay, bye.
We're not talking with you.
Oh my
And you walk behind me speaking in your native language. You're in London. When I'm in Brazil, I speak Brazilian.
What?
Stay away.
What if people don't know the language?
What's your problem, girl?
You're screaming
I tell you what the
in
problem
Portuguese.
is.
You're
Shut
screaming
up!
at us because we're talking Portuguese. You're crazy.
I'm really.
Yeah,
So I
you're
tell you
crazy.
what, you're f***ing crazy. At least
We are not allowed to talk while we was Brazilian. We are Brazilian. We are not to talk. We are walking the street.
This is crazy. That is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Oh, when I'm in Brazil, I speak Brazil. Well, good for you. Not all of us know that, lady. Anyways, that is so silly. I'm traveling. I will speak my home language over here as well. Crazy. People are nuts with this whole language thing. I don't understand why people are bothered by it.
I worked at a cafe in Canada and an American tourist insisted that I take his USD money because it was real money and ours wasn't. I tried to explain that I did not have to take his money because we're in Canada and asked him to please pay another way or leave, but he just wouldn't understand. Okay, that's so funny. I've heard of that before. I think maybe it's the way that US money is kind of shaped, like the texture of it or something. In comparison, I've heard them call like Canadian money and Australian money monopoly money because it's colorful and the texture is different. I could be wrong, but I think American money is like paper and Australian money is it's a material that you can actually like wash and it'll be fine. That's not surprising though. I mean, it sounds very American. When visiting the UK, we observed families spreading picnics on the stones of Stonehenge and allowing their children to use them as play equipment. Since that time, they have installed barriers to prevent this type of idiocy. Wow, strong word, but I love it. It's such a bad idea to like let kids like run anywhere around those or in between those. It sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, that's all the content that we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, which tourist was the absolute worst, and I'll catch you in the next video. Was on a tour of a small cave system somewhere in Some of our friends who managed tours to Mexico were sued by a guy who willingly took a room. People don't ignore signs. I mean, there probably is, but people don't ignore. Oh my gosh. Yes, Stonehenge. I think that's like a very popular tourist destination. Also,
We have somebody running attention, please. With the Betfreds in Cowley,
That's wild. I mean, man, like, it's gonna cost you a lot more money now.
You'll go in here, putting the machines about, we're smashing them up. We assisted surgically.
This is bad. Oh.
No, it's Betfreds in Cowley. That's where. Betfreds, Temple Square, Cowley. 1 second.
This is crazy. He was mad. That move at the end, he meant business. Don't gamble. Don't gamble. It's just bad. I know it's fun, but it's bad. It's bad and it's addictive and it's scary and risky. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a risk taker. I like to play it safe.
That's not the way the protocol is here at the beach. You can't just stand there. People are waiting in line. We've all been waiting in line. Well, they need to circle around like we have.
Oh my gosh. Why does everyone think that they can just stand in a spot to hold a parking spot, especially like she said when there's a line to get a parking spot? Absolutely not. No ma'am.
You need to move. You need to move. You need to move. Okay, well, if I have to get the lifeguard, I will.
She left.
It's just not happening. And then the fact that she leaves when she goes to get the lifeguard because she knows she's wrong. That's the thing. She thought that they were just gonna like, you know, whatever, be like, it's not worth it, but sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Everyone was a Karen here, but that doesn't mean that some people were in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be a Karen. Oh no, however.
Oh man.
Oh my god. That's so sad.
Wow, I can't believe that I just had to watch that. Now I need to live my life.
Man, all because of TikTok.
All because of TikTok.
TikTok is ruining the world.
Yeah. And that was like such a beautiful place too.
Right?
You know? And like,
That looked like something straight out of Ghost of Tsushima.
right?
Like the just beautiful, like grassy. Oh my god.
And for views, you know? Like we're gonna mess that up for a few views.
Yeah. You got shared a couple times. You popped off on TikTok one time. And you just destroyed an entire landscape.
Yeah.
And for what? Your
For-
next TikTok's gonna get 4 views anyway. So was it really worth it?
Was it?